BMW symbolizes the joy of driving. What does this abbreviation stand for, though? How did the name BMW come to be? Bayerische Motorenwerke GmbH, or the Bavarian Engine Works Company, is what the abbreviation BMW stands for. The corporation was founded in the German state of Bavaria, hence the name. It also represents the original BMW product line, which included engines for diverse uses. The Rapp Motorenwerke GmbH, which started making aviation engines in 1913, is where the current BMW AG got its start. Rapp provided the German Empire's aviation force during the First World War. Automobiles had not yet gained widespread acceptance at that time. Trains were the preferred mode of transportation for long-distance land travel. In today's video, we will talk about the history of BMW. BMW is a German multinational auto and motorcycle manufacturer with headquarters in Munich, Bavaria. The business was established in 1916 to make airplane engines, which it did from 1917 to 1918, and once more from 1933 to 1945. BMW, Mini, and Rolls-Royce are the brands used to advertise automobiles, and BMW Motorrad is used to promote motorcycles. With 2,279,503 vehicles manufactured in 2017, BMW ranked as the 14th largest automaker in the world. The business has a long history in motorsport, particularly in touring vehicles, sports cars, and the Isle of Man TT. In addition to producing cars in Germany, Brazil, China, India, Mexico, the Netherlands, South Africa, the United Kingdom, and the United States, BMW has its headquarters in Munich. Gustav Otto created the Otto Flugmaschinenfabrik in 1910 in Bavaria. The company changed its name to Bayerische Flugzeugwerke AG on March 7, 1916. In 1922, this business adopted the name Bayerische Motorenwerke, BMW. However, Karl Rapp formed the first corporation to use the term BMW in 1913, which is when the brand first became popular. In 1922, the name and the engine-making assets of Rapp Motorenwerke were transferred to Bayerische Flugzeugwerke, which subsequently adopted the moniker the same year BMW released its first straight-six aircraft engine. BMW continued to operate after World War I was over by making motorcycle engines, farm equipment, home goods, and railroad brakes. In 1923, the business built its first motorcycle, the BMW R32. In 1928, BMW acquired Fahrzeugfabrik Eisenach, which at the time produced Austin 7s under license under the Dixie brand, turning it into an automotive factory. Following BMW's acquisition of the automaker Automobilwerk Eisenach, the first vehicle offered under the BMW name was a rebadged Dixie known as the BMW 315. BMW increased its selection to include sports cars and larger luxury vehicles during the 1930s. Up until World War II, BMW's primary products were automobiles, motorcycles, and aircraft engines. BMW focused on manufacturing aircraft engines throughout the war, employing as many as 40,000 slaves. These were mainly captives from concentration camps, with Dachau being the most notable. Automobile production ended completely, while motorcycle production continued as a side business. Heavy bombing of BMW's plants occurred throughout the conflict, and after the war, the production of motor cars and airplanes was forbidden at the company's surviving West German sites. Once more, the firm made bicycles, pots, and pans to survive. BMW resumed making motorcycles in 1948. The BMW 501 luxury saloon marked the return of BMW to the Bavarian automobile industry in 1952. In 1955, the variety of vehicles was increased by the unauthorized manufacturing of the less expensive Isetta microcar. BMW was in considerable financial trouble due to slow sales of luxury vehicles and low profit margins from microcars, and competitor Daimler-Benz came dangerously close to acquiring the business in 1959. Herbert Quandt and Harold Quandt made a significant investment in BMW, which allowed the business to continue operating independently. German businessman Gunther Quandt, the father of the Quandt family, was well known. Quandt became a member of the Nazi Party in 1933 and amassed wealth by producing weapons and batteries for the German Wehrmacht. Many of his businesses were taken from Jewish owners by force with no payment. As many as 50,000 slaves were employed across at least 3 of his businesses. He maintained a concentration camp on the premises of one of his battery plants, replete with gallows. The average lifespan of a worker was 6 months. While Quandt and BMW were not closely associated during the war, Herbert Quandt was able to purchase a BMW because of the money his father accumulated during the Nazi regime. The BMW New Class compact sedans were introduced in 1962, and this marked the start of BMW's status as a top producer of sporty vehicles. BMW increased its selection by introducing coupe and premium sedan variants during the 1960s. The BMW 3 Series compact sedans, BMW 6 Series luxury coupes, and BMW 7 Series big luxury sedans all debuted after the BMW 5 Series midsize sedan line in 1972. In 1978, the BMW M division unveiled a mid-engine supercar as its debut road vehicle. The BMW M5 and BMW M3 came after this, in 1984 and 1986, respectively. BMW debuted its first V12 engine in the 750i premium vehicle in 1986 as well. The Rapp Motorenwerke corporate logo, which included a black ring containing the company name encircling the company emblem on a plinth with a horse's head couped, developed into the circular blue and white BMW logo, or roundel, a circular escutcheon bearing a quasi-heraldic reference to the coat of arms and flag of the Free State of Bavaria, as the state of their origin was named after 1918, which are the arms of the House of Wittelsbach, Dukes, and Kings of Bavaria, was adopted by BMW as the central element. Rapp's black ring bearing the company name was kept by BMW. However, the design was sufficiently distinctive since local trademark law prohibited the use of state coats of arms or other emblems of sovereignty on business logos. After World War I, BMW started making bikes, then motorcycle engines. BMW Motorrad is the current name of their motorcycle division. The R32 was their first successful motorcycle following the failures of the Helios and Flink, but manufacturing really started in 1921. This was powered by a Boxer twin engine, which extends a cylinder into the airstream from each side of the vehicle. They used this characteristic design on all of their bikes until the early 1980s, with the exception of their single-cylinder versions. This configuration, referred to as the R Series, is still used in the production of many BMW vehicles. Since 1969, all BMW motorcycle manufacturing has been done at the company's Berlin Spandau facility. BMW created the BMW R75 motorcycle with a motor-driven sidecar during the Second World War. The building of the headquarters has its own unique design. The 4-cylinder engine cylinder head is symbolic of the global headquarters of BMW in Munich. Karl Schwanzer was the designer, and it was finished in 1972. The structure, which was designated a protected historic building in 1999, has come to symbolize Europe. 4 vertical cylinders placed next to and across from one another make up the main tower. A mold in the facade divides each cylinder horizontally in the middle. Notably, these cylinders are hung from a central support tower rather than standing on the ground. Karl Schwanzer also created the futuristic cauldron-shaped BMW Museum, which debuted in 1972. The roof is a 40-meter diameter BMW emblem, while the interior is decorated with spiral themes. According to BMW's January 2021 announcement, the COVID-19 pandemic's effects and limitations caused an 8.4% decline in sales in 2020. However, BMW saw a 3.2% increase in client demand in the fourth quarter of 2020. The final BMW series production vehicle to be powered by a V12 engine will be the new limited edition M760 Li X-Drive, which will be unofficially dubbed the final V12 and unveiled on January 18, 2022. BMW and Toyota plan to start selling their jointly created hydrogen fuel cell automobiles in 2025. That was all for today's video. Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel CarHistory for more fascinating videos. I appreciate you taking the time to view this video. We'll see you in the upcoming video soon.